veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. Line as he's dropped at the 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And mercifully, he'll go down. As that play was an utter mess. That might be kind. And the try for two unsuccessful. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Purdy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
How about the offense so far on this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Purdy on 4th down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there. I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty shot on third down.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. After a one-point game, 7-6. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second down and goal. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 2nd and inches, Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The final shot before break. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Looking deep for Jennings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watson going to try and run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So a quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On first down, this is McCaffrey. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. A solid stiff arm. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Purdy bootlegging it. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get outside the numbers and drop it for a loss of a yard. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running it with their receiver, Cooper. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And again, it's, oh no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Purdy to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he loses the football a 2nd time. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's